Hey guys, Noelle here. Today we're going to learn how to use our Easypress with our Cricut and put an HTV vinyl on a t-shirt. So let's go. Alright, so I am making a present for a good friend of mine. She just had twins and she loves basketball and loves pineapples. I found this really cool SVG right here. Basketball with pineapple. I figured it was perfect. So I got kind of a light yellow, goldy kind of color. I went ahead and used the Cricut and cut this out. I've already weeded it and gotten all ready to transfer onto my t-shirt. I have a black t-shirt here. This t-shirt is 100% cotton. It's from Walmart. They have lots of really cheap, easy ones. I'm gonna take the sticker off. There is debate on whether or not it is appropriate to wash your shirt before you transfer it onto HTV vinyl. I've done some research and basically half the people say you should and half of them say you shouldn't or it doesn't matter. So I usually just don't worry about washing it, and I haven't really had an issue. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I have a towel. You're totally fine to buy one of those mats that they have for Cricut. I just like to use a towel because it's cheaper and easier. And then I have my Easypress, and this is really nice compared to an iron because it has equal heat distribution. With an everyday household iron, there is a lot of hot pockets and cool pockets in an iron. And this guy makes it so all of the heat is equal. It makes it also with the HTV vinyl so it doesn't have weird bubbles and goes on very evenly and ensures that it lasts longer, which is really nice. It's also really cool because you can put the temperature setting and the time and I'll show you. So I put in 300 degrees and for 30 seconds, and it's really nice that way. And then this is the little heat catcher where it rests. I will show you right here. You do it first. So you put in the type of iron-on vinyl that you're using. I'm just using the everyday iron-on. And then you put in the fabric or the medium that you're putting the HTV on. I'm using 100% cotton t-shirt, so that's why I went and put that there. And then they ask you whether or not you should use a towel or a mat, and I put towel, push submit, and then it came up with me using the Easypress for 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do today. I have my t-shirt. I want this to be on the front of the t-shirt. Now just make sure before you put your vinyl on that you've transferred it the right way. When you go to cut on the Cricut design space, you wanna make sure that you have clicked to flip it. It doesn't really matter with this image, but a lot of times with words and things like that, you're going to be putting basically the sticky side down on the t-shirt. So, okay, it was beeping at me. So just make sure that you are have cut it correctly and that it's ready to go. So what I like to do first is kind of plan out where I'm going to put it. I have put my towel in a equal square, and I'm going to try to line up my t-shirt. Now there are a lot of guides that you can find online for placing logos and things like that and where you want to put them. Since this is just a one big picture, I'm going to put in the middle. I'm just going to kind of line it up. But I know that there are certain places if you want like a little logo or on the back and things like that, they have very exact inch measurements, which is really helpful. The one thing I have learned is just know what neckline you have on your shirt, because that will make a big difference on what it looks like when you wear it. So this is a crew neck t-shirt, so this is kind of a crew neck. So where do I want my logo to start? Maybe like 3 inches down from the top of my shirt. So I'm going to move it down to kind of where I want. I'm going to make sure that it is equal with the neck line and straight. So I like where that's placed there. I find that making sure that the image is basically in the middle of where the lowest line of the sleeve is really helpful. So I'm going to pull my shirt up a little bit. So the next thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to remove the image, and I'm going to be using the Easypress to basically iron it out before I go ahead and put the picture on. It also is helpful if you pre-warm the medium before you put the image on, because it will adhere better. So I'm just going to get my Easypress. It's heated already to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, like I said, and this is actually really killer iron if you ever need to iron your clothes. It's an expensive iron, but it will do the job. So then I have done that. It's all flat and straight. I'm going to get my picture, and it's still warm, which is nice. I'm going to make sure it's equal and lined up like I liked it before. Perfect. All right, so, and also something that I've made a mistake on in the past is when I'm putting the picture on and I've weeded it before, I've left a little piece of like vinyl on the actual transfer thing here, and it actually transferred a little bit of something that I was not meaning to transfer. So make sure it's all clear. So it's on perfect. So what I'm going to do is this press is a little bit smaller than the picture, so I'm going to do the top half and then the bottom half, and you can set the 15-second mark on the thing, push the green Cricut button, and it will start counting down. I think it's really helpful when I am putting a little pressure on it. I find that it transfers a lot better. So there's 15 seconds. And then the other 15 on the bottom. So we're gonna wait for that. And then once it's done, I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to basically press it on there for half of the time that I press it on the top. This is just really helpful to make sure it's adhering. You can kind of move it around, make sure you got everything. Right. So I'm going to flip it back over. I think that it's easiest to remove this once it's still warm but cooled a little bit. That way it can properly adhere to the t-shirt. So I'll give it a second. I just wait till it's a little more, it's comfortable to touch, because right now it's a little hot. So we'll give it a sec. And different HTV vinyl companies work better than others. They have the Cricut brand, obviously, and there's a lot of other brands that you can find on Amazon. Some of them last better than others. Others work better for different types of fabric, things like that. So this is just like a cheap pack that I got this vinyl here. All right, so I'm going to start pulling it off. When you're pulling it off, if you see that a few pieces are not adhering to the t-shirt, you can push it back and put it a little bit longer time on there. I've had a few times where either I've left it on too little or left it on too long, and it's kind of messed it up. And that's why it's helpful to use that heat guide on the Cricut website. All right, so we have it here. I'm gonna give it make sure it's all smoothed out. Alrighty, here she is. I think that's really fun. And it looks like it's pretty well placed. Now, care for this, they say it lasts longer if you wash it inside out. And also, I was going to say, if you do wash your shirt before you put HTV vinyl on it, it's important not to use fabric softener on your clothing item before putting it on. That will mess up the bond and won't work very well. I haven't done it myself, but I've heard of some horror stories, so don't do that. Anyway, so this is my final product. I'm really happy with how the shirt turned out. I'm excited to give it to my friend. And I hope that this little tutorial helped you guys learn how to use the Easypress with the Cricut and transfer a HTV vinyl image onto a t-shirt. I hope that you guys can use it in the future. If you used this tutorial and found it helpful, let me know, and let me know what else you guys want to see from me. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and comment below what other things you want to see from me. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. You're awesome, and I will see you later. Bye!